So I feel like my first clue should have been that my ankle hurt. I mean, pain is supposed to alert you to something going wrong, but it's just so much of life seems to be about ignoring or tolerating pain. I mean, isn't that basically what exercise is? And so when I would go walking about, the next day sometimes my ankle would be stiff or would hurt. And I don't even remember when this started. I was so good at just ignoring it and yeah, it will get better later. Lately, it seems to be happening more often. I've definitely been more conscious about which shoes I walk in. I can walk pretty well. I can, decent distances. I've never been in great shape, but walking was something that always came fairly naturally to me. And so I would walk in flip flops or Crocs or whatever I happen to be wearing. And lately, I've been trying to be a little more, make sure I'm wearing actual, like running shoes or something a little better. And then the other day, I was sitting on the side of the bed, and my girlfriend was doing stretches on the floor, so her feet were actually sort of face level with mine, or her face was face level with my feet. And and she sort of looked at him and said, "What's that thing on your ankle?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? What thing on my ankle?" But and then she sort of pointed to it, and I was like, I think that's just my ankle. But then I looked at my other ankle, and my other ankle doesn't look like that. Um, so there's definitely something, some swelling, some lump, some growth. Growth is always an unpleasant word. It never seems positive. Uh, Probably cancer, probably not cancer, but just hard not to think of cancer when you hear the word growth or lump. I go and I check the internet immediately, which of course is a horrible idea. Uh, the worst possible results are the ones that you see. Um, and so I need to go and see a doctor, but it's Sunday, so it's gonna have to wait till next week. This thing that I've been ignoring, that I've been pushing to the side, oh, it'll get better, it'll heal. All of a sudden, it's always consuming my attention now that I realize something might be actually wrong. I also realized my father has problems with his feet, has since he was a young boy. Needed special shoes and a brace. He can walk, but a few blocks. If he does any real distance, it's painful and can't do it. And I always sort of thought, well, that just passed me by. It was just sort of his issue, but I didn't realize that the importance of that and was part of me, and the fear of losing it was also part of me. And so right now, as much as I try to keep hypochondria at bay, all I can think about is the worst of the scenarios and the fact that I need to go to a doctor. And for some reason, I don't want to. It's like it almost is going to make it worse. It's weird that the moment you're sick, diagnosing exactly what the sickness is can be something that you want to put off. The lesson I should have learned from this is if something hurts, check and make sure that it's normal pain or if it's a more serious pain, instead of just ignore it and hope, go away or assume it's part of getting older. I don't know how this story ends, um, but I very much hope it has a happy ending.